Now we're going to be getting into AI and what it can do with the mind. Now, we've talked a lot about this type of stuff before, but this is interesting. So check this out.
Instead of like images and text, how about this? Can we go from the patterns of your brain when you're looking at an image to reconstructing the image? So the way this worked was they put human beings inside an fMRI machine. They had them look at images and figure out what the patterns are, like translate from image to brain patterns. And then, of course, they would hide the image. So this is an image of a giraffe that the computer has never seen. It's only looking at the fMRI data, and this is what the computer thinks the human is seeing. Yeah. Now, to get state of the art, here's where the combinatorial aspects, why you can start to see these are all the same demo. To do this kind of imaging, the latest paper, the one that happened even after this, which is already better, uses stable diffusion, uses the thing that you use to make art.
So if you guys don't catch what was going on, they put people in an fMRI machine that reads brain waves, brain data like that. You saw the brain stuff going on. And then they showed the picture to the person in the machine of the giraffe. Now, what they did is they never showed the picture to the AI. What they did is they just fed the fMRI data, what was going on in the brain, how it was registering that picture. And they showed the AI that, and then the AI then generated what they thought that person was seeing. And it happened to throw up a picture of a giraffe. So breaking this down, the AI was reading the brain, what the person was seeing, and it was able to read the thought, not the thought, but what was being watched, what was being looked at. It managed to read the brain waves to determine what was being seen. Now, we've talked about this before with a person by the name of Nita Farahani, and this is somebody that I've warned about often. She's a big part of what's going on. She's one of the top people in the WEF on making this technology happen. And she's one of the leaders in getting this technology instilled in people. She's talked about how they've already got technology that can read the faces of who people are seeing, that the technology can read what, like, the person's bank account PIN number and read that type of stuff. They've got sensors where you put it in a hat and they put the hat on and it'll determine what the brain function is to see if the brain is too tired to keep working and stuff like that. I've also got an old video I haven't shown in a while. I'm going to show it again. This was at the latest WEF Davos. And she's talking about how they are using it to instill ideas, instill memories, and even use it to cause pain for some people. So I want to go ahead and let you guys see this as well. So check this out.
Are convicted in their belief. And so, to Jack's point about using some of the lie detection technology, particularly for eyewitnesses, not only can we put information in without blowing up your brain, we can put it in and then you can believe it so sincerely that the problem is you can testify to that effect. And in fact, we've seen this in a number of ways. The police were doing lineups where the suggestibility of the information was so strong that people would later identify a person that they'd seen. For example, you show a picture lineup and only one person has on a jacket and nobody else does. And then when you go to the live lineup, because your brain triggered that there was something different about that person, you identify the person who you've just seen, but not realizing that it's because of some difference. And then you've seen them twice, and now you're asked to testify as an eyewitness, and you're so convicted about having seen that person commit the crime, even though that person's utterly innocent, that it becomes a planted memory. And so there's some really interesting research that we can plant false memories in the brain. And in a different context, one of the emerging areas that's really interesting in law neuroscience is pain detection. And once we understand the circuitries that cause pain, I guess the question is, could we then instill pain and use that in many coercive measures in the legal system as well? So.
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting to the point now where are we even going to be able to trust our own memories? Because that's what she's talking about. She's talking about instilling memories into people. And so we're getting to that point now where it's not only going to be able to read what we're seeing, but now they're talking about trying to instill memories. But now the question becomes, can they read thought? Check this out.
Like, what should a thing that you use to make art have anything to do with reading your brain? But of course, it goes further. So in this one, they said, can they understand the inner monologue, the things you're saying to yourself in your own mind? Mind you, by the way, when you dream, like your visual cortex runs in reverse, so your dreams are no longer safe. But we'll try this. So they had people watch a video and just narrate what was going on in the video in their mind. So there's a woman, she gets hit in the back, she falls over. This is what the computer reconstructed the person thinking. See a girl, looks just like me, get hit in the back, and then she is knocked off. So our thoughts, are starting to be decoded. Yeah, just think about what this means for authoritarian states, for instance.
Our thoughts. There's always been this notion that AI isn't able to read our thoughts, when in actuality, it can. It was able to determine strictly off of somebody narrating something in their head, and I don't know about you guys, but as I go throughout life, I don't do it all the time, but every once in a while, I do that. It's able to read that. It's not going to be able to do it. It can do that. It can read thoughts. It can see what we're seeing. And now they're talking about implanting fake, false memories, fake memories, and even causing pain through this type of thing. This is where we're at now. This is the thing where I keep saying the deception is at a level that I don't think we even fully understand. And I'm including myself on that. I'm not claiming to, I've got it, guys. No. I'm including myself on that. There's so much out there that we have no idea what is going on. And when you look at what Christ said, starting it off just right off the bat on the Mount, the Olivet Discourse, Matthew 24, and they ask, his disciples ask, what are the signs of your coming? He says, take heed that no one be deceived. That is the first thing that he states. Because he understands, he knows that the deception is going to be off the charts to the point that we don't even know what's going on, to the point where the privacy in our own mind is gone.